almost missed stuff. So as I was saying before, the clip saved and it fucked us up.
There isn't much I can take out of that one, so this is pretty much just the finale.
Yeah. So Jormungandr is the son of Loki.
End up here, be with her kind. But did she know it was going to be like this here?
And in Norse mythology, they
Did she want us to tell
we're not really sure
I do not know.
who
So what should we do?
Loki's
I
mother
trust you
was,
to decide that.
or even who his father was.
And no, this isn't it. This is just the game's interpretation, which to be fair, since there was no one ever mentioned, this liberty is actually pretty goodly taken.
And also, Loki was never the brother of Thor.
He was pretty much an adopted brother.
No, not even that. Loki's been around as long as Odin's been around. Loki's as old as Odin.
No, I see. That's just mostly an adaptational change that people mostly do, mostly because of Marvel.
Yeah.
I know it can't be for a god.
And this is a good story.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
The Great Warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors. We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow, you actually told a good story. But we missed it.
And you'll never hear it.
So there's some
I
scrutiny.
understand if you want to go home, but I bet there are still some corrupted Valkyries out there that could be set free.
In the story, they've set forward.
Maybe helping people was part of why they sent us out here too. I mean, what would
The
Atreus and Sparta do?
the two wolves that chase the sun and the moon. I can't remember the names.
One of them is his kid.
I'm glad
Skull
you
and
know
Hati.
yours.
Is it one or both of this? That's his kid.
Those two are the children of Fenrir, who is the son of Loki. So it leads to, how do those two exist if Fenrir doesn't exist? Because Loki hasn't given birth to him yet.
What happened?
More time travel shit,
They
most
took an
likely.
uncomfortable
I don't
number
know.
of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else?
We do have one more stop to make.
Yeah, we have to go home.
Yeah. We'll deal with that later. First things first. Home. These two deserve a good rest. Don't you agree, man?
Yeah. So
Before we return to Midgard,
And that's technically all we do. We still have the Valkyries to deal with in another realm to show off. But I'll get all the extra stuff off screen, so we'll be prepared for that.
yeah, so we can just go smash the Valkyrie's face in.
The only one that worries me though is the Queen Valkyrie.
But a great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Because I know it's bad when Gerard, the fucking completionist, says some shit about it.
War, snow. And then the end of the bloody world. In that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something. Prophecy didn't count on you.
Basically, he's kind of like Snake and MGS too. He's the wild card and everything. Because, well, how the hell were they supposed to predict that?
I'm telling you, it's Fimbulwinter. I can feel it in
Feel
my
it in your
scrotum.
scrotum.
This is the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow, and you know it. It's the end times.
How dare you make me the voice of
Guys,
just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winner
We all
and
fucked.
all winners. I can feel it in my scrotum.
Yeah. We
Heard
we
already.
heard.
So, if you're heading home, try to keep moving. And also, to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
Well, thanks for the kind advice, guys. Wait, go to this faster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck this. I'm going this way.
That's a long ass trip. And then and at that he just knocks on the witch's door.
What's up, bitch?
How's that son?
So, we start talking about some stuff. Number one, he's Loki. In Norse mythology, Loki
The tower ate the Unity Stone, didn't it? I wanted to
kills
Yes,
Baldur
that's a terrible pity.
and begins Ragnarok. Now, how it goes is Baldur's death would signify the beginning of Fimbulwinter, which would then signify the beginning of the end and beginning of everything. It is a continuous cycle that happens every single time, and it cannot be prevented. Ragnarok will come about, the world will end, and everything will be restarted. Now, that was interesting. To begin this, trying to stop it,
We're
Frigg
finally
went to
home.
everything and asked for
Feels like a
oaths of
lifetime.
protection.
Bit drafty, maybe. It's a right
And then,
improvement over having tree bark in
after
your
she'd
Kaja.
succeeded, the gods had playful mocking of fate, where they took weapons and items of all things and threw them at Baldur, and one by one watched as they bounced off of his skin, completely harmless. And then Loki went up to Frigg and asked, did you really manage to get oaths from everything? And she goes, all but mistletoe, because mistletoe is such a low thing, I don't believe it to be capable of harming anyone. So Loki grabs mistletoe and goes to Baldur's blind brother, Blonder, I believe, and says, why don't you join in the fun, and I'll help you. Because he can't see, so he couldn't join in the fun. And he takes aim with the mistletoe and throws it, and it pierces Baldur, killing him. Into this, Loki didn't care. He laughed and mocked the gods. Even knowing what was to come. Loki's an asshole.
No, actually, to be fair, I know it's kind of dickish thing to say, but I kind of imagine Loki with a troll
Time
face.
to rest.
As soon as he
Yeah,
says
that's
that.
exactly it, yeah.
Back home. Mimir, welcome to your new house.
This will do.
Sleep.
Actually, that's to be kind of terrifying. The first thing Kratos sees as he sleeps is... It just hit me Mimir's still in the back of his belt.
Yeah, it is. And this doesn't specify.
The ball.
Oh, looky there.
I'm here to have you join the Avengers Initiative. We need help for Thanos. And the biggest sequel baiting fuck you ever. No, I take that back. God of War 3 has it just as bad. God of War 2 to 3 has it just as bad when Kratos is on the back of the Titans and everything.
And the real credits.
And that's God of War, everybody. So, final thoughts?
Phenomenal. Now, there's a lot of interesting things. He has the name Atreus, and he also now knows of the name Loki. So he's been given a path to choose. It is prophesied that Kratos dies. From what we can see, he's laying in Atreus' arms, and then Atreus gives birth to Jormungandr.
Which does bring the question, how the hell long until he comes back again? Because let's face it, it's fucking Kratos.
But there's also... I have my own crackpot theory going of when Kratos killed the Fates of Greece, it fucked Fate everything. Because, as far as I understand, every mythology that has the Fates as a physical thing, there's always 3. It's always 3. In Norse mythology, it's the 3 Norn. Greece, it's the 3 Fates. I think for Rome, it's also 3 Fates. It's 3s. It's always in 3s. So, I believe that my crackpot theory is the 3 Fates of Greece are... If you ever read the Percy Jackson series...
It's been a long time.
The second addition to the series, they talk about how the Greek and Roman gods are one and the same. They just have different entities that they switch between whenever they're dealing with either Greek or Roman. But the gods themselves do not change. They are the same. And I think that might apply for the Fates, where they change how they look and perceive things based on the land you're in, but in reality they are one and the same.
Basically, if they were to die, they just lose that form in a way. But they're still there.
If you kill them in one place, they're dead in every other place as well. So, Greece is dead. The entire pantheon of Greece is dead.
I would actually like it if the Greece is dead, but yet in the next game we somehow see that fucking boat captain. Just so they can
bitch!
That would be the most fucked up shit ever.
But, like, there's a lot to go off of.
No, I will admit though, the only thing in this game that bothers me, and I can understand why, is honestly the whole, the kind of the combat in this game. And it's not really that I have a problem with it, it's just that, well,
It's piss.
Yeah, well, that plus I actually do. It's just for the person who played the original stuff. I prefer the combat that more to do this, because to me, the high point of combat is God of War 3 in the series. I said it because I have not played the PSP games, I have not played Ascension, so I don't know how those are yet.
Yeah.
Though that plus, I do have to believe this, out of the 3 times they did have Kratos caring about someone, between this, God of War 3, and his story, and then the PSP game with his brother, I still believe that this brother is still the best example, because with his brother it shows, well, even before Kratos was the God of War, pre-Alliance of Ares, there were other people that he cared about and loved. His mother, his brother who he thought was dead for years.
Yeah.
In fact, the game pretty much goes to show you that how the depths and shit he's willing to go to. The dude fucking fights the god of death. He shows remorse. He shows that he is scared to lose his brother.
Yeah.
It's the first time you see him show emotion. It honestly does feel good to see him show that kind of feeling. But this game took it and ran with it, and I actually enjoyed it for that.
Well, the main thing is that, like...
That plus, I do love the fact that this game proved EA developers wrong about single-player games.
Like, story-driven video games. Storytelling in video games.
It's something that PlayStation seems to be kicking everyone else in the dick in.
Oh my god. Microsoft didn't have dick on this. I swear to shit. Oh my god. Microsoft literally has nothing on this.
No, I find it funny because here's the thing. You have the Tomb Raider series. You have and then you have the Halo series. No one got excited for like the newest Halo game.
Yeah, because Halo fucking died after 3.
Yeah, no, I take Reach is good. I still enjoy the story of Reach, but that's something separate.
A main title of Halo games.
Good point.
Halo 4, from what I've heard, story's dog shit. Halo 5, story's dog shit.
And it's even worse with Gears of War because the first 3 games people love.
The fourth one, no one liked, from what I understand.
It's because they got rid of. It's like, hey, everything you loved, all those characters you loved and were iconic for this series that isn't even years old, but people know them by heart. Yeah, let's get rid of every single one of them and replace them with these new angsty teenagers.
You can do that. You can do stuff like that. Good. You can manage it. It's possible. Hard as fuck.
It's kind of like, certain series that need reboots, like, when Mortal Kombat got rebooted, a bunch of stuff they showed in there, it is good, but I've watched videos now that ultimately show me that some of the stuff in the old timeline was really fucking better. Like, for example, Shao Kahn. In the old timeline, Shao Kahn was smart. He was manipulative. He could do whatever he wanted to. He was damn well powerful, and he knew it. But he was also smart because the way he killed Onaga was that he poisoned the bastard. He knew for a fact he didn't stand a chance with him in a fight, so he gained his trust, slowly poisoned him until he had died, and then took his realm.
Yeah.
But in the new timeline, I have a hard time believing that Khan could wait any bit of time for anything. Because he's that dumb.
But it's just, like, there's so many good ways to do stuff, and, like, the main thing with God of War is the first 3 games, and if you include
Ascension and the PSP games,
he doesn't fucking grow as a character. He has no character development.
The only time, except for, again, the PSP game, that's the only time he develops as a character, and that's only because that's the reason why he's so pissed at the beginning of God of War 2. Within the span of 1 and 2, he found out about he had to kill his mother because he was possessed. He had to deal with all that stuff. He had his Spartan soldiers basically praise him, and they were destroying the statue of Ares for him. I mean, the place one of him. Not something he had, something they did to honor him. And he finally found his brother, someone who he thought was dead for all of his life, killed by another god that he himself would kill. Athena then tried to wipe this from his mind so that he could become a complete god and not care about mortals. But he was pissed at her for doing this, which is why he's attacking her city beginning of 2.
Yeah. And I know people will say, like, no, he does develop. Yes, he does. He does develop, but it's, like, so minor.
In the PSP games, he did. And also,
even in the main titles,
tiny bit in 3.
Yeah, in
with
the main
Pandora.
titles, he does, but it's like, I'm a general, da-da-da-da, slay my enemies!
And that plus, hell, in 2,
I killed my children.
In 2, the only time he shows emotion is when the other Spartan warrior is there and he's honestly angry, concerned, and worried about, why are you not protecting Sparta? And the look of anger on his face and stuff like that, and that he's so mad and stuff like that, and everything like that, because his default emotion is anger. Let's fucking raise that.
And, like, there's not a single fucking cutscene in all of God of War before this one where Kratos has dialogue and he's not, Rah! Fucking, she's 5 feet away from you. You don't have to yell.
Actually, there are the scenes with Pandora when whenever he's with her, and he honestly does just talk to her like she is his kid. That's the closest you get.
But it's still like, dude, stop, please. Just fucking stop. You don't have to yell. You can sit down and think and develop as a fucking human being.
Kratos, I think I know why he yells. It's the most popular thing for him. He's secretly somehow related to Samuel L. Jackson. But anyway, also apparently this game's getting a new game plus pretty soon.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, they're not doing DLC for this game.
Which I'm happy about because this means that we have a single player game where you don't have any microtransactions, because even Uncharted 4 has that shit.
Yeah, like, there's like extra shit, like you have pre-order bonuses and stuff like that.
But it's not. It's stuff that you're gonna get rid of next to immediately. It's nothing really that important.
It's all aesthetic. It's nothing of any importance.
Which again, I really do like. This game has a lot of good things in it. I love most of the characters in it. Atreus' attitude during that one part can go to hell, but
Fuck Atreus.
during that one part especially. But other than that, yeah.
This game's amazing.
We're also gonna see. Oh yeah. Also, one of the other things we're gonna see after after I get most of the shit done, the utter hell that is Mimir's life.
Fucking poor Mimir. But like, subscribe, all that jazz. You got anything?
Nah. And you all have a good day.
Yeah.